而家再有提問嘅時間啦。
I'd like to share with you some of the things that I have been involved in, where the efforts for uniting trade unions and commodity bargaining has been very important. In Vietnam is a country where, similar to China, where the trade unions are part of the party-state system, and the trade unions are well established. They are very much part of the political system, and they are very much very strong outside enterprise level, unions, grassroots level, enterprise level unions, at enterprise level. These unions are all part of this overall union structure, but when it comes to the enterprise level, they are very weak. One of the things the Vietnam trade unions have tried to do in order to improve the trade unions and also to be effective in the trade union, develop an effective trade union in collective bargaining, is creating a space within which the leaders or the group leaders or activists of trade unions at the enterprise level in one sector or one area can come together regularly to discuss their issues. And this has taken place as a pilot initiative of the National Trade Union in Vietnam, and this had led to this kind of experiment or initiative has taken place in about three provinces. And as a result of this about 1 year of work of creating a space where you bring trade union leaders of different companies together for meeting and to discuss what they need to do and how to prepare for bargaining, what to do about how to strengthen the union structure within the enterprise. Within 1 year of that kind of work, in one province, 13 unions were able to present the demand for collective bargaining on the same day to 13 different employers. And they were able to present similar kind of demand, the same demand for increase in wage, same level, same percentage increased demand, submitted the presentation to wage demand on the same day, and also indicated the same day they indicated that they want employers to come in the same room for negotiation. And that was an action that trade unions took 1 year to create. Although after that, the negotiations took place at 13 different companies because they were not able to have employer come to the same room. But the negotiations were going on at 13 separate enterprises. But each time there was negotiation session, the unions would come back together to discuss what was happening. And so this created a situation where the trade union at the upper level, I mentioned upper level at the federation or at the province level, this upper level organization of trade unions are strong, but they are not strong as trade unions. They are strong as political entities. So they don't have much experience of trade union work. But by allowing the workers themselves to come together to discuss, they were able to help each other. And also they were able to identify what the upper level union can do. For example, they would go to the government, get some kind of make request or support so that the government can apply some pressure to the employer to go ahead with the negotiation process. process. The reason I mentioned this example from Vietnam, which is a very small case and also very new, and also not in terms of the kind of work that has been done in Hong Kong, the work I just explained is something not that important or very high, with great height, something that I should highlight. But the reason I take this is one of the things the unions in Asia face in terms of their collective bargaining is that this collective bargaining is done at enterprise level, individually, one by one. And it is, in order to strengthen the collective bargaining position, negotiation position, it is important for the collective bargaining to take place in a larger scope. I think the Federation from Taiwan mentioned that they have a coordinated campaign so that enterprises start negotiation more or less in the same period. This kind of preparing for this coordinated bargaining is very important. Not only in terms of bargaining process, but in terms of the kind of sense of purpose and strength the unions can experience. Korea is another country where this kind of effort to synchronize collective bargaining or to develop a wider scope of collective bargaining, Korea has that experience. And until one union decided that they will try to synchronize the date that they submit the demand, it took about 3 years for that to be achieved. Because previous to this, each union had a collective bargaining agreement, and each agreement has different ending dates. So you have to have an agreement with the employer to change the ending dates, so that you can have the same day to submit the next time. So I'm not so sure about this. This kind of minute, small details are very important in transforming the type of collective bargaining that you undertake. So I'm wondering, I don't know exactly how difficult or how collective bargaining is done in Hong Kong, but there are certain details that I think that only can be known if you are really doing something, and which is something for me difficult for me to bring to you because I am not so sure of what is that's important for you. But one thing about this is that collective bargaining is not led by leaders. It's led by workers. And how much space you create for the workers themselves to be at the center of the whole process is very important. And I think the kind of things that I have experienced in Vietnam from my small case that I presented to you is a case like that. The trade union changing through an effort to bring the workers to the center of the trade union work. And for different people who have different knowledge and information about what's happening in China, they have different assessments. But one of the things that I think is happening is in some degree, maybe not because of the efforts of the trade union itself, but because of the need for the union to respond, react to the situation. We are seeing, there are happening in China where there are spaces created for workers within the existing unions. How that kind of effort can be protected, supported, will be very important. And that is the role of the upper level union. At the moment, one of the reasons, I think this issue in Hong Kong about reinstatement of workers, that is going to be the central issue for unions. Unless union as a whole can protect its activists from dismissals, unless union can achieve a change in the law through that, as it was mentioned before, it will be very difficult to persuade workers to be active and to give up or to sacrifice some of their earnings. And at the moment in China, just for information, I have not yet heard anyone from the ACFT union saying that we need to have a change in the law to protect union officials from dismissals. So we have, compared to Hong Kong and China, there's a long way to go. But the work that Hong Kong Union is doing to protect union members and union activists from anti-union discrimination, especially at the time of strike. I think it's very vital in the process and struggle that will have a very big impact when this is shared with workers in mainland China. So I do hope that unions are able to move very strongly forward in that part. Thank you.
咁我諗咧就